Hey everybody, I have a new project for you today featuring some cut to you files. I'm showing you the two files we're going to use. We're going to ink them up using Blackjack, Sandcastle, and Polished Inks from Catherine Polar. And we're going to create a heritage page today. So the floral filigree cut file, which is the one that I am using, comes with two of the little floral pieces as part of the kit, which is totally fine. I cut them both to be a bit large, so we're going to actually kind of create our own little background. If the colors that I am inking my cut file up with seem unusual, it will all make sense when I pull in the product that I want to use for my layout today. So I'm using Blackjack because I am working with Simple Stories Cottage Fields collection, and there's a lot of pops of black in that kit, but I did not want to ink my cut file in black. I felt like that would be too much, too stark, and the black would then mess up the other two colors. So by using the Blackjack, I'm pulling in that darker tone that is in the rest of the collection without having something that is very black that will mess with the other colors of ink. So I'm going to go ahead and just ink up this whole cut file. I put a bit of tape on the cut file to hold it in place on my mat board. This is a little bit of a great technique. The tape runner won't stick to the mat board or the glass board, but it will hold your cut file steady, allowing you to get a nice, good blend. You just kind of have to hold it, move it around, and all of those things. So I'm going to do the Blackjack, the Sandcastle, and then the Polished, and then I'm going to come back in with those three colors to blend them out and get a nice kind of transition from that gray to that brown to this pinky coral color. Once I put this onto my background paper, you'll see how well it looks with this collection. So I'm just going to continue on here, inking, blending, darkening up some of those colors till I'm happy with what I have. And then we will be ready to go ahead and put our layout together. So here are the products we're going to be using. There's my photo. It is a heritage photo. And as soon as I put that cut file down, it suddenly looks like it totally belongs, right? It doesn't look like I picked random colors, and I really didn't. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to place one of these cut files across the top of my page, one across the bottom of my page, and then we're going to fill in the middle with our photo and journaling and all of that kind of stuff. Cut files and inking them up this way make a great addition to a scrapbook page, and they also take up, especially if you cut them large, they'll take up a lot of room, and then putting that finished project or page together will be really easy and quick. I'm going to go ahead and mat my photo here. I printed my photo with a white border, but I don't really want the white border. It just helps to keep everything in the correct aspect ratio when I print on my printer at home. I find if I don't print with a white border, it wants to blow my photo up a little bit too much, and I don't like that at all. So to keep the aspect ratio to how the original photo was when I took it, edited it, I want to go ahead and just add that white border. So I'm going to trim the white border off. I'm going to add this kind of aqua teal color to the back of my photo. I chose this color because it appears in my background, and it wasn't one of the colors I pulled to ink my cut file with. So I want to add that. And then when I add more of that color to my layout, it's not going to look odd. So right now I'm just flipping through what I have of this collection. I received this collection when it was first released last year. I believe it was last year. They're actually re-releasing it though, which is so totally awesome. So if you like it, you can definitely find it. I know a Cherry on Top has it for pre-order, and I might buy more of it, to be perfectly honest, because I did use it a lot and I really, really like it for heritage pages of my family. But we'll see, because there's lots of companies that make really fabulous collections for heritage pages. I'm going to go ahead and grab a couple labels from the sticker book, and I'm going to place them onto my page and then do my journaling. So this sticker book is not glossy stickers. They're a really nice thin matte paper that you can write on really easily. I like that a lot about the sticker books. The Simple Story sticker books come a little bit of a higher price point. They're around $8.99, but you get a load of stickers, lots of them, and they're all on that lovely like matte paper. They're not glossy. So once I had all of my journaling on those stickers, now I'm just going to go ahead and kind of add a couple of things. That little piece right there says "Hello Beautiful," and I just decided that was going to work for our title. I want to play with the butterflies. I want to play with tucking things in and around my cut file, using this cut file as a base that allows me to then create clusters on top of it. Is a really great way to use a cut file, a little bit different. A lot of times when even when I've used cut files in the past, more than often than not, the cut file, it's like photo, cut file, and then that's it. This one, I'm not backing it or anything. And so I want to add some more embellishment to this cut file and make it part of my clusters and part of my layout. And that will mean I'm going to cover some of it up, but that's okay, because that also means that I can always use it again in a different way. So this is just a way of showing you how you can use cut files multiple ways. I always try to show them to you with not just different techniques for using them, but in different ways for using them. They don't always have to be front and center. They can be used as a layering piece on your background paper. As a side note, I will be taking a break from the Cut to You design team, so I will have 2 projects for you in January, and then I'm going to take a 6-month break. I adore this team. I adore these cut files. I will be back. I have every intention of coming back in 6 months. I just need a bit of a break. And that happens when you're a creative person and you do a lot of creating, I don't want to say for a living, but for a living, then you end up kind of not wanting to burn out. And I have been a little bit in a slump recently, so I'm going to kind of step back from this design team for sure. For now, this will be the only one I'm kind of taking a break from, but that's all it is just a break. And then we'll see how I feel as the terms end for a couple of my other design teams. Some of them I'll be around with forever and ever and ever. Wild Whisper, Spiegel Mom Scraps, and a Cherry on Top for sure. And then I will be back on Cut to Use team again in August. February, March, April, May, June, July. Yes, I will be back in August. So I'm just adding some flowers, popping them up. I will also totally, just as an aside, I will still be using Cut to You files because they're the only cut files I use and like. So you'll still find them on my channel. And you'll still find me playing with them on my channel. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more of these stickers. Love these little butterflies, just adding little bits. So this is that part of the layout where I want just little bits. But I think that that's all I'm going to do. And then this layout is done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day. And I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.